Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome to Tharsis, one of those lovely, beautiful, everything goes wrong, make decisions, everybody dies anywhere sort of games, but this one's set in space, which is an excellent place for this to be set. There's so much I like about this, I don't even know where to start. So, the basic is, I'm going to be on a spaceship that's on its way to Mars, but it's going to break down about halfway there, and then I'm going to have to try and keep it going. Except there's a beautiful mystery subplot, which is, it's not just that I'm desperately trying to make it to Mars because that's my mission, I'm trying to make it to Mars for a particular reason. I'm just going to show you the intro because it's actually kind of beautiful and wonderful.
Waited for us. But when we finally came, it was to answer a call.
Even though we are the first manned mission to Mars, there's something broadcasting a signal from Mars that we're going to investigate. What is it? We need to go and check it out. We don't know. So there's a beautiful mystery subplot, and as you go through the game, little bits of it get revealed, which is a real incentive to keep powering through, because this is a roguelike, so kind of the further you get, the more you learn about the mystery. It's a beautiful, wonderful idea. Also, I'm a board game geek. I know I don't put it on the channel, that's because board games are really hard to film. I probably will do board games on the channel one day, sooner or later, but you don't need really good lighting and multiple cameras. It's technically difficult. This game is the closest thing, really, I think I've ever seen to a board game in video game form, because rather than there being like a random number generator around the back, you're literally rolling dice to determine outcomes. It's beautiful. Anyway, let's just dive in, shall we, and I'll show you what I mean.
We had prepared for any disaster. For every disaster. Not all of them at once. We can't turn back, but how can we go on?
So a cluster of micro-meteoroids, which is apparently a word in the English language, have crippled the Iktomi, that's my ship, and killed 2 of the crew. J. Cross ejected into space, and Mapia Musgrave has suffered a fatal injury. So yeah, the ship's supposed to have 6, but you always get 4. Those 2 just die at the beginning. That's just kind of like a plot thing. So you always are going to start with 4 people. So, those of you familiar with board games will probably feel very at home with this. Basically, this is my ship, the Iktomi. It's modular, and imagine that each part of the ship is a room, which I can bring up here to show you more clearly. So flight control, greenhouse, life support, operations, medical bay, laboratory, and maintenance. Each turn, each one of these people gets a go. They get to go somewhere and do something. The thing they're going to be doing most of the time is trying to just bloody keep this ship going because things are going to go wrong. In this particular case, my greenhouse has been hit by those little micro-meteoroids, dumb micro-meteoroids that we were just discussing there, meaning it's taken some damage. And my life support, which is pretty bloody crucial too, has also had a bit of a problem hit it. So I need to get my crew to fix what's gone wrong here. The most important thing here is the white things underneath them are the number of dice they have available. Events during the game will give these people more dice or take dice away. Dice numbers are constantly in flux. People with more dice are more useful because this number here, the 27, basically I need to send crew in here and keep rolling die until they get up to 27. So let's do that, shall we? Sensible place to start would be the captain. I'm going to send the captain. She's already in this room, and the captain's very useful for a particular reason. So, you can see here, the repair required is 27, and I have 4 dice to roll. So let's just roll the dice, and I'll explain everything from there. So roll the dice in, and we have got ourselves beautiful. So, those 2 numbers at the top, what just happened with that 1 there? 1 and 3 are marked as stasis. So that means if I roll a 1 or a 3, that dice would normally get locked down, meaning it's then stuck there. All the dice that aren't 1s or 3s, I can re-roll. Everyone can roll, and then any dice that doesn't get stasis or otherwise removed from the game, or you don't commit it to something, you get to re-roll. But obviously, you might come up with a worse scenario as a result. The reason it didn't get locked down there is because of the assists up in the top right. You get 1 a turn, and you can also do things to earn more as you go along. I'm going to shove both of these 4s up into the repair, so that's dropped from 27 down to 19, and then re-roll the others just to see if I can get a better result. And I have indeed got a better result there, a 5 and a 4. So I'm going to put that 4 up there, The other 5, however, I'm going to do something else with, because obviously you can use your dice to repair, but you can use them for other things too. Each crew member has its own ability. If you've ever played the game Pandemic, by the way, which is a fantastic board game and you should play it, it's kind of like that, because each of these people has their own skills. When you play this game for the first time, you'll have like a fixed 4 crew. You unlock more as you go along. I've unlocked a couple of these guys, because I've been playing this for a while, because it's really damn good. So I can take a 5 or a 6, and I can just shove it over to my captain's ability. If I give this 5 or a 6 to my captain, her and everyone else in the same room as her gets an extra die. So Yuri and Joy over there on the left will get extra dice immediately, and the captain will get an extra die starting next turn. An extra 3 dice is invaluable, so that's totally worth doing. So I'm going to do that now, and now everyone has got an extra die. So 3 extra die being added to the game is well worth sacrificing 5 for. So that's one thing that I can do with the die. Her die are all used up, her turn is done, and we move on to the next people. So Yuri's now got 4 die as well. I'm going to send him in, and we're going to do exactly the same thing. So we're going to roll the die and hope we're not going to get a 1 or a 3, because now we don't have... That is basic... Right, that's basically the worst roll imaginable. Good. So this, however, is useful for different reasons. Obviously, these dice are now locked in place, and I cannot do any re-rolling because they all came down on stasis. But this is useful to demonstrate. The thing is, there's other things you can do with the die. Each room has things you can do with dice over on the right. Because I'm in the greenhouse, I can use dice to harvest food. Food's very valuable because basically the number of dice you've got is a function of how hungry your crew are. When they're basically starving to death, they have no energy, so they can't do work. They have no dice. Matching sets of die are basically how you do that. So if you can get matching, then you get an extra food. And a third match, and more food. So that's loads of food up in the top. That's incredibly useful. The 3, however, I now have a choice. I can either shove that 3 up here into the repair to get it down to 12, or I can commit it down to the research project. Research, basically, you can store anything up to 6 research points. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6. And then you can spend those on things that basically help you out. Some of the research projects are really, really powerful. But I think on this occasion, I'm going to put that 3 into repair, and that'll be okay. So with 2 people already used up and a really bad roll from Yuri, it's unlikely we'll be able to get the ship actually entirely fixed up this turn. So what that means is we need to now figure out what's actually going to happen at the end of this turn. You'll see we've got 10 weeks to Mars at the top. That's basically I just need to survive 10 rounds and you get to Mars. If I don't fix this room this turn, and for every turn it's not fixed, everyone suffers 1 health. That's the thing on the right there. So Joy's got 3 health points remaining, Jean 2, Yuri 3, and Alison's a bit better over there at 4. So yes, a little bit problematic because that means everyone would go down 1 and Jean would be almost at death's door. Meanwhile, if the converter fail over in life support isn't fixed, the ship, which has its health up here, currently on 4 health, will go down to 3. It'll take 1 damage. That's not too bad, but okay, I'm going to prioritise the crew health because that's pretty important. The other thing, by the way, on the left is stress. Stress when it's empty is good, stress when it's up top is bad. That will have a bad impact on the game later, but for now we don't need to worry about it so much. Right, I'm sending Joy in here. Joy, you need to roll well, okay? Roll well. No! Oh, darn, she's just shy. That's so annoying. If that had been anything, if that 1 had been anything higher than a 1. If I can re-roll and get a 5 or a 6, then I can do it anyway. Yeah, I'm going to re-roll. Come on, 5 or 6, 5 or 6, 5 or 6. Exactly the bloody same. Alright, never mind. We'll shove this in here just for safety. The 1, however, I'll put down here for research. So we've committed 3 people to this room and still haven't been able to bloody complete it. So Alison, I'm going to send over to this room. The problem is because she has to go through a room that's damaged, she's going to take a point of health damage just getting to this room. But at least we will be able to not have everyone else suffer health loss either. So she can roll her die. Alison's special ability as a specialist is she gets to re-roll multiple times. I was about to say if she'd rolled a 1, she'd bloody rolled a 1. So that 5 goes straight in there. And that event's complete. Now that is sorted. So that's now done, but unfortunately the ship's going to take 1 damage. Yeah, the ship's taken 1 damage.
Moods are turning sour. The crew's and my own. But if I can't lead them, we're all dead. I need to get it together.
Now, time to choose a side project. This is what happens between each turn. Basically, your crew will come to you and present you with choices. Sometimes it's 2 teams of 2 presenting you with 2 choices. Sometimes later in the game, when they're all in different states, you'll actually get each person coming to you individually and all of them will give you a choice. This is what sanity is actually for on the left of each character. When their stress is nice and low, they'll come to you with sensible suggestions that are really helpful. When their stress is incredibly high, they'll come to you with stupid suggestions that damage the ship, wreck everything, and sometimes are basically suicidal. In fact, if their stress gets high enough, they effectively will be suicidal. They'll offer to do things that will mean they drop so much health, they immediately die. But we don't have to worry about that just yet. So, what are our choices here? If I have to sift through buggy code one more time, I'm going to smash my fist through the monitor, solve these so it works and get lost. I can give myself +2 assists, i.e. protection against dice going wrong, but I lose a point of ship health. Or these people who are looking bloody miserable, +1 dice for all crew, but -2 health for 2 people. I don't want to sacrifice 4 health. You see, the thing is, sometimes you're not really picking a good thing, you're just picking the least bad option. So even though I'm about to sacrifice a point of ship health, I'm doing it so I don't really doing it because I'd rather have 2 assists than 1 point of ship health. I'd much rather kind of pass on both of these, but you can't pass, you have to select one. So I'm going to select this and sacrifice a point of ship health to get 2 assists so that these guys aren't both on 1 health. Because if they each lost 2 health, because basically when it says -2 health for us, it means just these 2 people, which means they'd both be down to 1 health and almost dead. So we will choose this guy. Now, time for food, because the pantry was destroyed. That thing up there was where we were storing all our food. That's why we have to make food as we go along. Luckily, I just made a ton of food. So, you get 3 more dice. You get 3 more dice and perk up a little bit. And I'll keep this back for now because it will be a bit of a... Actually, you know what? We do actually have an entire bit of ship that hasn't been used yet. Yeah, screw it. Well, even though that's a bit of a waste, we'll get him up to 5 dice. That's 1 food wasted. Now, everyone has loads of dice. This is why you want to be producing food. Now, new events are going to pop in. 18 and 10. And every single one of these is going to do damage to the ship. So at this point, the ship has 2 health. And if I don't sort these issues out, the ship's going to suffer 3 damage at the end of this turn. Destruction is indeed imminent. And this is turn 2. This is turn bloody 2. This is also the first time that we have seen orange die. Orange die are injury dice. That means if I roll a 3, the dice is locked down, but an assist, obviously, if I have one, will stop that. And if I roll a 2, I will lose a point of health. So that's a problem. Now that can get really dangerous. This is why lots of die can be really dangerous. If I roll 5 die, because Joy's got 5 die, and say 2 of them turn up 2, then I'm just going to take 2 hit points of damage, and she's only got 3 hit points left. So the whole thing's more than a little bit dangerous. Let's send Joy into here, because she does have 3 health and 5 die, so hopefully, and there's plenty of assists. Assists, generally, therefore, if you've got assists, you want to send your crew members into the most dangerous room first so that they're most safe. So, roll the die, all 5 die, and that's a pretty good roll. There would have been some assists there, but we're all right. So, I've got all these die here. The thing about Joy, however, is her class ability, she's technician, so if I shove a 5 or a 6 over to her, I get another 2 assists, which is really rather useful. Or this room up here with the pilot, I can basically mean that people can move around the ship freely if I shove a 5 or a 6 over here on the right, because normally you can't pass through damaged room. Other than the pilot, Yuri, who's his class bonuses, he can just go wherever the hell he wants. Meanwhile, I love the detail, by the way. Though if you're in this room, you can actually read exactly what's gone wrong. So it's a vanadium oxide coating breach. Oh, damn it. I told Steve to check that before we left Earth. Now there's high pressure that's eroded the microstructure of the thermal piping, and it's dissolved some of the thermochromic coating. Bloody hell. Right, so at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pretty decent die, and I'm going to move them down here, and I'm going to re-roll the others, because you can just hold some die down there, and that's... Oh, a 6! And the assist just protected me from injury there. That is good. So let's move these die back out here. So at this point, can I... A 5, 5, 4, and a 2. A 5, a 5, and a 2. Oh, not quite. Not quite. I was about to say that. I was hoping I'd have a left over there. So in this case, the safest thing to do, obviously, is just sort out the problem. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sort out the problem the bare minimum I can with that 5 and that 2, and that reason is so I can then put this 4 into research projects. So generally dice are not wasted because excess dice can be shoved down into research, and research can be really, really powerful. The thing is, none of those are that useful, so I'm going to spend a research point to shuffle them. So, that's much better. So now I can use any 2 die to repair 7 to whatever module I'm in, which is really useful. Or I could use any 2 die to give myself an extra die to 1 crew, which is less good, but it's okay. So that will definitely be more useful than it would have been otherwise. So that problem is now sorted. This is the advantage to having lots of food, so your crew have lots of dice. Okay, who's going to go somewhere next? I'm going to send my specialist into this room. And we're going to roll. There's a stasis on 2, and now I've got no assists. But, oh, that's a really bad roll, mind. Reroll. My specialist can reroll multiple times. Roll better. Don't roll incompetently. That's better. There you go. Right, a 3, a 6, and a 4. So now, okay, I can't fail. I can, because even if this is a 1 again, I'll still have enough to pass it, but yeah, okay, that's good. So now what I can do is I can put that 4 up here, solve the problem, and the stasis 2 goes down into research. So now, if I'm in trouble, I can whack up in special tools, and I can actually do 7 repair to any room straight away off those 2 die. So effectively, I'm like saving those die later, and this is why actually low rolls aren't so bad, because if I had just like a 1 or a 2 that's pretty much useless, so only worth 3 repair, I could use that 1 or 2 with special tools to equal 7 repair. So that's actually pretty damn good, and I wouldn't even need a dice to use it. I can use it anytime I want. So research is really, really powerful. I'm going to send the captain up here because I think her 4 dice should be more than enough to handle repair 10. So come on, captain, don't... Literally just. Alright, I'll re-roll the 1 dice that didn't just get stasis on the off chance it happens to get... Okay, fine. So that's good. So... What do we do here? The best thing to do here would be to put... Yeah, the 6, the 3, and the 2. 6, 3, and 2 to repair the room. And then the 3 goes down here into the research project. So we've got more research projects. Beautiful, finish the deployment. Now, the ship is literally shipshape. This is good because obviously if you get to a stage where too many things are just breaking down and there's nothing you can do about it, you're in trouble very, very quickly. Now that means Yuri has a spare turn because he's got nothing to do, which is magnificently good news because that means he can now go to a room, all the rooms are safe, and he can do things to help out. So there's 2 things that are more important than any other, I think. The first thing he could do is he could go into the greenhouse where he already is, and he could roll for doubles to get food, which is arguably the most useful thing he could do. Or, because we've got quite a few dice at the minute and the ship's in decent shape, he could go to the rear of the ship, maintenance, and roll for doubles for ship repair. Which, because the ship's only got 2 health, I'm going to do for now. We're going to sacrifice food this turn. So Yuri goes to the back of the ship, deploy him there. So now he's got 5 die and can reroll. I mean, ideally, you'd send a specialist with 5 dice to do this because she'll be able to get the best doubles. So roll all his die, and now we're basically just hoping for doubles. So we literally just didn't get a single double, did we? What the hell? Come on, a double. Any double. What the hell? What I'm going to do then, however, this is not that much of a loss, even though I just got a 1, a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6 basically twice in a row, is I'm going to give him an extra die using the snack bonus. Okay, so I've just given him an extra dice. And I'm going to get us a bonus assist using hack. So I've used up all of my dice there. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to shove all my dice down here. Yep, 5 and 6. And I'm going to use those die for repair arm, which very luckily just showed up, because I've now got 5 research points. I'm going to do that to get +3 to the ship, which actually means that's actually as much as I would have been able to get by rolling doubles. So by luck, I've just turned 5 useless die into 3 repair, which is all I would have got, because the first matching pair is worth 2 repair, and then the third matching is worth another 1 repair. So that is +3 ship. The ship's up to 5. That's actually a pretty good result. So actually, you know what? That was actually better than it would have been had I rolled the pairs.
I let my fear get the better of me, but the others have proven me wrong. I'm proud of how the crew has come together. I think we might actually have a chance.
So, we've got choices now, and no one's too stressed yet, so it should be okay for the moment. So, everyone's got to chip in, +1 food, but everyone loses a dice. Whoa, 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 whoa. So that's worth -4 dice overall, but we gain 3 dice back through food. That's terrible. Or +1 to the ship, but Alison and Joy... Oh, blimey. So my choices now are lose a dice for everyone or just lose a dice for those two. Hang on. So basically what I'm saying is that's -4 dice, but I get 3 dice back through food. This, however, is net loss of 2 dice, but with an extra ship part, but with an extra point of ship. The ship's actually in pretty good shape right now, so what I ought to do is... Well, this is bad, but we'll take the net. Fine. Food. Captain. I'm going to give the captain the die, because I'm hoping I can use the captain's ability to restore some die to other people here. That's going to be how we've got to hope this goes. So, new events coming in. 22, a 9, and an 8. Okay, that's a little bit on the high side, to be honest. Oh, and we've got our first purple die here. The purple die hazard is a void. That means, unless I've got an assist to protect me, if a dice lands on 4, it goes forever. It's just disappeared. So that's a problem. Oh, flip, look at this. This thing, if I don't fix this, the PTCS fluid leak, I take 3 damage next turn, which is a bloody lot, and there's a stasis on 1 and 2. Okay, that has to be fixed, because right now the ship has 5 health, and it's going to take 5 damage this turn. So, Yuri, you're going in here first, alright? Get in there and sort this out, and roll well, you magnificent Russian bastard. And that's a 5 of 5, and the assist protected the stasis on the 1s. 5, 5. Okay, that's pretty good. A 10 to start off with. Oh, nice. Well, bloody done, Yuri. The only downside is he's going to be just 1 shot. But that's fine. Someone else can go and take care of that final one that's required. Okay? Right, good. So that's now almost fixed. That's pretty lucky, actually. The captain has loads of dice, which is great. Alison will probably, when the time comes, go and help out Yuri, but I'm going to need to have someone else clear out some of the other rooms before she can do that. The captain has, ridiculously large numbers of dice. Are you actually in this room at the moment? Oh, perfect. I'm going to send the captain in here, deploy her here, and hopefully I'll be able to roll my bonus ability to give Alison an extra dice, which will be very, very useful. So, not 4. Do not roll 4. Do not roll a 4. You rolled a 4, you stupid. Right. Put the 5s to one side, so they're safe. Re-roll the 1s, because if I can just get either of these as a 4 or above, that would be magnificent. But, oh, another balls. Okay. Fine. Whatever. That's the problem solved. An extra die for the captain and for Alison. Alright? That's okay. That's not too bad. So the event's complete. So now that that event's complete, Alice can move around the ship much more freely because she couldn't leave the room she was in. She'd take damage because there's problems with the ship. The question is, who wants to go where? Does it really matter? Alison has 3 die and so does Joy. Is there any difference between the two? The operations room, its special ability is it can de-stress people, that bar on the left. Alison's got the highest stress at the moment, I think. So she might get lucky and have the ability to kind of do some de-stressing while she's in that room. Though actually, you know what, as the priority, I'm going to send Joy to the back first, because that is the room that must be fixed, because that's 3 damage. So, there we go. We'll just make... I mean, there's no way it could fail, really, but, you know, whatever. So we've got that 2, that's safe already, but let's see if we can just get a matching pair by kind of luck. Come on, matching pair, matching pair, matching pair. No, didn't get a matching pair. What I can, however, do is I can throw some extra assists at this problem. So, assists. Actually, no, I'll put the 1 in there because there's no reason not to. You may as well go for the highest die possible because that would be more useful. And then the 2 goes in research, and we've finished the deployment. Lovely. And that leaves Alison with 2 assists to help her, going after the thermal error down in operations, because the thermal safing action has been inhibited. Bloody hell, guys. With 3 die, she can technically fail this. Actually, no, she's going to struggle to fail this, because we've got all those assists. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Let's put these 6 down here. And then... Is it even worth it? If we can just get a 2 or above. Anything higher than a... Okay, good. That is perfect. So what I can do now is I can fix this room up with a 6 and a 4. And this goes in here. If you look at her stress bar on the left there, that is now emptied out. Alison is now super chill. And that's good, because super chill crew means less stupid options in the submission between turns. So that deployment's finished. This ship is fine. And the ship's got quite a bit of health.
I've checked our food stores, and it looks grim. We lost more than half our supplies with the module. If we don't find some creative solutions, we'll starve before we ever reach Mars.
Alright, so, what do we have here? -1 dice for all crew! Whoa, 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 whoa. But +1 food, so that's another net loss of 1 die. Or, no movement damage, but -1 dice just for those two. Alright, we're going to have to do the bad choice again. So +1 food, -1. But I think that cutscene we just saw means that something's about to enter the game. Which is, yes! Cannibalism! With the limited supplies aboard, it's unclear whether we can maintain our strength for the long trip to Mars. There's another option. The body of Mapea is waiting in the medical bay and it's been well preserved. What's important, the mission or our humanity? So you'll notice we have a bit of a problem here, which is everyone's health is appalling. So what I'm going to do is I need, at the bare minimum, some people at full strength. Alison, looking a bit more chirpy. So Alison is in good shape. The thing is, the body of Mapea provides us with 3 blocks of food, which can give us extra die, but it reduces max health, so I won't be able to top Joy's health up beyond 5 rather than 6 after I give it to her. But the thing is, I don't know what's about to arrive, and I'm afraid Joy, we've sadly just maxed out Joy's stress meter there. Would you believe she didn't enjoy eating that human flesh? And Yuri, you as well. So they're now both looking a bit crazy, and they're going to start putting forward slightly wacky suggestions and generally being unstable and unpredictable. But if I can, I'll get them into the operations room later to chill them out a bit. But I need the die to know what's about to happen. 14, 13. Ooh, that's a pretty good turn. That's actually a pretty relaxing turn, all things considered. Okay. We're in good shape. We're in good shape. Something in life support means if life support isn't fixed this turn, a waste fell. You don't want a waste fell. -1 health for everyone. Or 2 damage if we don't sort out that room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can sort out both of these problems just with, just with the captain and with Alison. Because if so, those 2 people can focus on getting themselves to being a bit less on the mad side. Slightly less mad. Okay, so Alison can't make it up to here because she can't pass through that room. So if I tried to move her up here, she'd lose the health to do it. Yeah, Alison I'm going to deploy into life support. Get Alison into life support, and with 2 assists to protect her from the risk of injury. Actually, you know what? The thing is, I've got to remember, I've got assists right now. I've got assists available, but ooh. I do have assists available, but so ideally I'd use my assists to prevent the risk of void. But if I do that, I have to sacrifice 1 health. Do I want to sacrifice a health? Yeah, I do. I want to sacrifice a health for her to go that way. Now I've got void. Yeah, so now I've got 2 assists to protect me from void because void is dangerous. So roll those dice. Roll well, roll well, roll well. Pretty well. Good. In fact, we can solve this problem right the hell now. The only thing we need to think about is whether it's worth re-rolling. Is it going to be worth re-rolling? So that's an 11. 11 and a 15. And then that 2 can't go down there. So that's an 11 and a 13. Ooh. Is it worth going for the assists? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to put these down here in the hold. I'm going to re-roll this. Come on, 5 or 6, 5 or 6, 5 or 6, 5 or 6, 5! Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Luck has smiled on me today. Luck has very much smiled on me today. So, shove you in here. You go over in the increase assists. That's 3 more assists. Beautiful. So now the captain is pretty safe from health. This has worked out beautifully well. Captain, sort out this problem. So now the captain can roll her die without too much fear of anything. And then we've got some good rolls there as well. In fact, you know what? That's arguably good enough that we should just leave it. But let's just try re-rolling that too, see if we can get lucky again. Lucky again, that's a 3. I think that's better than it was. So, okay, so we've got the... Can we do anything with the 6, 4, and a 3? Yes! Okay, that's actually much better. So what I can do now as a consequence is you, and the captain can gift herself an extra die, which is good. We need more die. This is very, very good. So we've now got ourselves plenty of spare time. I'm going to send this guy over to the food supplies and sort out some food. I need matching pairs. Oh, he's gone mad. He's gone completely bloody mad. Oh, look at that. Triple 3s. Oh, yes. Food. We're not going to be eating Mapea tonight. Good news. So that's as much food as I can get this turn. And that's... Oh, that's a shame. Literally anything other than a 2 and I could have shoved it down into research, but I can't. So we'll just shove that down into hold where it can just kind of live. Yep, leave the module. We're done. He's done his job. He's earned some food. And Joy can go down to operations, which basically means she can call home, have a chat with her cat, and be less mad. Now I just need anything that's a high number. Yep, beautiful. 5. And Joy's suddenly looking... Well, she's still looking a little bit gibbery, but I think she'll recover in a second when we leave this room. And then I can... You know what? Let's roll again. Let's see if we can get another 5 or 6 for her for another assist. We could get an extra assist. Nah, got unlucky. Never mind. So we'll just shove those down in research projects. And we're good. Joy should now be a lot more sane. And then no one takes any damage.
A transmission arrived. Not from Earth, but from Mars. From Tharsis. An impossible signal from an impossible source. Is this what we're searching for? Who's transmitting this signal? Was there another mission to Mars? One sent before ours? Or is the message coming from someone else?
I just love how they keep you guessing with that thing. Alright, now, everyone should calm down a little bit. Everyone should calm down. Ah, you see, look at this. Okay, so the slightly more mad people are suggesting +2 assists but 20% stress for those guys, which isn't a good idea, or +2 health for the captain and for Allison, which will get them both up to 4 health, but -1 for ship. The ship's actually got plenty of health right now. I'd say that's probably safer. Yep, choose that one. So, those guys have now got a fair bit of health on them. Even better, we can give Joy some food. Oh, look at Joy. She's stopped gibbering like a mad person because she's been given food and she's had a call home, so she's now sane again. That's fine. I'm going to say that's enough for now because, yeah, giving people the cannibalism meat is generally dangerous. So even though I could get an extra die here, I'm going to wait. I'm going to see if I can maybe use the captain's abilities to gift some more die in. Plus, there's nothing wrong with the ship at the moment. I'm going to hope we can manage. 24, 12... 24 and 12 is not too bad. Okay. So we want to deal with the module, the flight module first, because there's void and injury in there. So that's very, very bad. Joy is going to want to head up there first, because she's got loads of die and potentially can get us some extra assists at the same time. So Joy, good luck rolling. Why are you rolling red? You're healthier now. So there's 6 in there. Okay, and she avoided a whole load of damage there. So roll a 6, and then another 6. So she actually might be able to solve this turn if she's really lucky. Roll again, roll again, roll again, roll again, roll again. And she lost 1 to the void. So that's a 5 and a 3. What I'm thinking is whether it might be safer to get the 12 down to a 9, but take the assists. Because I can get... Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the extra assists because I'm going to have to send someone else in here anyway. And the extra person who can come in here can be the captain, who can then use her special ability, hopefully, to gift extra die to her and to Joy. Okay, that's what I need you to do, Captain. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! That wasn't part of the game plan, Captain. You randomly losing a die was not part of the plan. I now need 9 off these. Come on. Come on here. Oh, damn it. She almost did it as well, but it just didn't quite work out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the duct tape on the research to get this down to 6. Then I can use that, and that solves the problem. And I can give her and Joy an extra die. So Joy's now up to maximum die, which is good. The captain now is, however, seriously stressed out, and I should worry about that at some point very, very soon. Alison needs to go down into this room. She has 3 die, which is potentially going to be problematic. Oh, this is a room that needs to be sorted, because if I don't fix this room, everyone is going to flipping lose a die. That's a problem. Right, come on. You need to fix this room. Okay, she can do it. You know what? I'm not going to waste any time doing any rerolls or anything. If she can fix that room, the room's fixed. Lovely. Now that leaves... Yeah, that leaves Yuri with a choice. Yuri can now either go to operations to sort out his stress, or he can stay in here and roll for food. Or he could go to the back of the ship and roll for repairs. You know what, I'm going to keep him in here. I'm going to have him roll for food. Because next turn, both Alison and Yuri need food. So I'm going to have them roll for food in here. Come on. And that's 1, a 2, and a 6. See, worst case scenario, I can throw his dice into the research projects and use it to give everyone some health, which is actually pretty good. So come on, a pair. No pairs. That's disappointing. Right, in that case, we're just going to throw it down into research. We'll give ourselves, for 3 research, plus 1 health to all crew, which is a good safety thing. And quick patch comes up as well, and I can pop the 4 down here as well. So now I've got plus 1 ship if I need it, which I won't take right now because it's not urgent, but that's fine. Alright. Impending damage, none taken because we fixed the ship.
That suit, it's designed for the Iktomi. Nobody has them but us. So who are they? And where did they get them?
Alright. Side project. I need to take some time off and calm down. Minus 30% stress. Oh, that's good. Oh, wait, hang on. These are really good options. Oh, this is my reward for treating the crew fairly well. Everyone needs more rest. Plus 1 dice for these guys. No, I'm about to feed you anyway. Actually, do I have enough food to feed you? Plus 20% stress, though. No, I'm going to de-stress these guys. De-stress. I'm going to de-stress the captain and the technician. And then we'll use the food that we've got to get Yuri or the specialist. Let's keep Alison in top shape, because Alison's in really good shape. Low stress, lots of that. So no one needs to eat the other food. There's plenty of dice to go around at the moment. What's popping in? 25, 21. 25, 21, and 13! And the ship's about to explode. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it a part there. Coming later this week will be the end of this initial run of Tharsus, which is like FTL but really hard. I know FTL's hard, but this makes FTL look easy because this game's bloody difficult. If you like board games, if you like horrendously difficult games, thoroughly recommended. This game came out today. There will be a link to it on Steam in the description below. Genuinely fantastic. I'm loving this. If you've ever played like Pandemic and you enjoy Pandemic, like you would be mad not to get this. It is beautiful. But yes, we will carry on and see if we can make it to Mars. Coming tomorrow, day after, not sure. Sometime very soon this week. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been the really rather fantastic Tharsus. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye. What the hell? Alright. We've now got a Scottish zombie travelling with us. Oh, he's actually quite good now. And he's got over his drinking problem, which is... Oh, he eats human flesh. He's got some decent carrying capacity. Okay, fine, he eats people, but come on, let's not be flipping judgmental about this.